Hi guys. I'm on the autism spectrum. We know this. If you don't, now you do. And so I have a couple particular interests that I'm researched the heck out of. One of those, just in general, being older cartoons, animation, stuff like that. But one of my favorite cartoons, I don't know if you can see, those are all Scooby Doo movies. Today, I'm going to show you my collection, which used to be bigger when I was a kid, but we moved a lot, so a lot of my movies are missing, and I have some of these I bought to replace them because they're missing and they were VHS tapes, and no one has a VHS player anymore. So let's start at the top and just go down because I'm not going to do these in any particular order. But this is the newest one, the Courage Scooby crossover, and I'm hoping I have all of these in this place. I mean, I pulled them all off my shelf. I did pack some of my movies, although I don't think I packed any of these. Could be wrong though. We'll find out. But at first glance, it looks like I have everything. So, and then I have this Chill Out Scooby Doo, which, full disclosure, is not one of my favorites. Like, it's one I'll just watch on occasion, but I haven't watched it as much as maybe the others. I don't know what it is about this movie. I saw it when it was new, whenever it came out, and I stood there because I think I was standing. I was like actually standing, and I said, I don't understand this movie. Of course, this was before I actually really got into Scooby Doo. Like I always grew up with it. I just yeah. So this one is Winter Wonder Dog, which is snow themed episodes or older snow themed episodes. So there's a one, two, three, four, 5 episodes and some special features. Uh, Then I have a couple of these double features. I actually don't have one of my movies now that I think about it because I loaned it to my sister and she has not brought it back yet. So I have this Legend of Vampire, Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School double feature. And I have Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster and Scooby-Doo and the Sea Monsters double feature. A lot of these I get out of the $5 bin when I do go to Walmart. Like this one I think was even in the $3 bin. It might have been. I don't watch these because it's only like 3 episodes of What's New Scooby-Doo and I'm over here like, okay, I bought this for this movie, which was a favorite of mine. So many chase scenes in one film. It's amazing. But this is when I started my movie collection. I got this one for my birthday. That year I picked it out. I remember my grandparents, my papa used to take me to Hastings and let me pick out movies, and I picked out this one. So it's the Boo Brothers and Cyber Chase. Cyber Chase is one of those I had on a VHS tape. And then this is my favorite Scooby-Doo movie, period, hands down. This is the one I watched all the time as a kid. Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. I don't have every Scooby-Doo movie yet. I'm working on it, like getting every movie and not just episode releases. Except I don't think I'll ever own Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island because that movie freaks me out. It freaked me out as a child and it used to give me nightmares, and then my sister was all like, you can watch it by yourself. No, I couldn't. I really couldn't. I'd watch it with a pillow over my face. I just sat there and thought, can we watch anything else? Can we watch the Alien Invaders? But then I have Mystery Begins, which was bought in the same birthday trip as the double feature, which I actually think is a part of a birthday video on my YouTube channel, just from forever ago. And it was funny because I picked out my movies. I do not remember. Um, I think it was the Music of the Vampire and the double feature, and then we were in the checkout line, and my Papa had picked out a movie for himself, but my sister found this in a clearance bin, I believe, and she's like, Liberty, can we get this one? Because she thought this was the 2002 one. She got them mixed up. Of course, I knew it wasn't, but she didn't disclose this to me at the time, and I think Papa ended up putting his movie back so we could get it. And, so I got this one recently on one of those now very rare trips to Walmart, because I actually prefer Target. But I got the 50 Years of Scooby-Doo episode collection. I have a lot of these. I have a Jetsons collection that I got for Christmas. And, ooh, please don't fall. That's going to be a lot of movies to pick up if you fall. But, yeah, this is what it actually looks like, and the thing that drives me crazy is that there is no episode guide sheet inside. Like, usually when they do something like this, you have a little slip of paper tucked in the case that says, okay, on disc 1 you have these episodes, and then on disc 2 you have these episodes. This does not have that. So I have not watched all the discs yet. I am trying to avoid anything Be Cool Scooby-Doo related, and I know there are episodes on here. I gave Be Cool Scooby-Doo a chance. I couldn't get into it. The animation style bugged me. The writing style bugged me. Everything bugged me, and up until that point, I hated Mystery Incorporated because I thought it was too dark. But I was like, Mystery Incorporated is so much better than this. I respect you now. like it was like, oh my gosh. I just can't. I just can't with that series. And why won't this case go back on? There we go. Stay put and don't fall, please. And then we have the Happy Halloween Scooby-Doo. This one, oh, this one took me a hot minute because, oh boy. So, I was given a gift card, like a Visa gift card to buy whatever the heck I wanted. And so I picked out some books. I got a Build-A-Bear. I got some more books. And then I bought this movie. And this is the thing. It was in one of those protective case things. They aren't always, but this one was for some reason. And so I got it home, got it opened, like pulled the saran wrap off, popped it in my computer, because this was before I got the computer I have now. And so my computer used to have a disk tray in it. And it kept making this weird clacking noise. And it would stop and start and stop again. And I thought maybe it was the computer because it was older. But I pulled the disc out. It was covered in scratches and it was chipped. And at first I thought, okay, maybe I'm just seeing things. And I brought it to my stepmom, who I think was in the kitchen doing something. Like, are these scratches? Am I crazy? And she's like, yeah, that's scratches, and look, that's chipped. And so I had to take it back and get it exchanged. And the woman, she says to me, she says, well, sweetie, since it's open, you can only exchange it for the same product. And I stood there and thought, what do you think I want to do with it? So I did. And so I have this episode collection, which I believe came bundled with something. Oh, actually, I think it came bundled with my copy of Monster of Mexico. It was another $5 bin thing. But I had this one in like a paperboard case when I was younger. Was it a paperboard case? But we lost the disc. So And I found this one on one of my excursions to the bookstore because I go to Half Price and they have a movie section. And so every once in a while I'll poke my head in there to see, or I'll poke over there to see, hey, do they have any Scooby Doo movies I don't own? And they had this Meets the Harlem Globetrotters DVD from forever ago. Actually, I don't know when this DVD got released, but because Harlem Globetrotter episodes are a favorite of mine, I picked it up. On that same trip, I found a copy of Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King, which is one of their Halloween movies from a few years ago. My dad did not like this movie when it came out. He said, "No way, no sir, no how, no, no." But I was 10, so I watched it anyway. And then I have the Scooby-Doo Christmas or Merry Scary Holiday. This is another episode collection. And it has some repeat episodes. Usually these have different episodes on each disc, but I swear these have the same episodes as another collection. I just can't remember which one. But I got this one because Christmas episode is my favorite. If you remember, I used to have an iPad. It kind of went out of commission because it's really old now. But for a hot minute, I would get money from my grandparents and then I would give it to my dad and I would say, I want this episode, and this episode. And he would buy me the episodes. No, literally, that happened. So somewhere in my father's Apple library is just random Scooby-Doo episodes. This one right here, is a thing in his library. And then I have this double feature, which is the 2 live actions that my sister was thinking of when we got The Mystery Begins. So it's the theatrical releases with Sarah Michelle Gellar, and I don't all the references in the first film flew over my head as a child, and now I see them. So I don't watch it as often as I used to because I'm like, was it literally a contest to see how many adult jokes they could stick in a children's film? But I like the sequel. I like Monsters Unleashed a whole lot better. Just a personal thing. And then we have The Monster of Mexico, which was another one of those. I had this on a VHS tape. Problems. This is not a Chupacabra. This is not a Chupacabra. I did not know this as a child. I did not know this until a few years ago that this is not what a Chupacabra is. Literally, I think I was 15 when I actually learned this, that no, that's not a Chupacabra. And we have Frank and Creepy, and I actually got this one brand new when it came out, and it has a cover somewhere unless I throw it out. But I like this one. It's so off the walls insane. A lot of them are nowadays, increasingly so. I'm literally, the Courage movie is paused right now. It's all kinds of campy and cheesy, but that's okay because it's Courage, and Courage can get away with that stuff. We have the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo on DVD. Any show is good when Shaggy's dressed like this. This was a personal preference of mine as a child. Well, actually, I'd sit there and I'd say, why is he wearing red? It boggled my little brain. But then I have another copy of the live action. I got the double feature because my copy of Monsters Unleashed was beyond saving. Then we have Music of the Vampire, which is a musical. Odd. Campy. Catchy. And the case is broken. I'm just now realizing. I think I stepped on it. One day. And The Reluctant Werewolf, which completes out the movie trilogy that they did. So this is little paperboard case, like the picture inside. What I never got though is like on all these pictures, on all these covers, he was always in green. But this is what he wears in the movie. And like they completely forget to mention Scrappy because everyone hates Scrappy. Everyone except me. I like Scrappy. Scrappy is okay. As long as you like avoid those episodes where he literally just gets Shaggy and Scooby into trouble. I don't like those, but Scrappy anywhere else is fine. But then we have The Sword and the Scoop, which was the movie before Courage, and it had an entire montage of previous movie references when they were doing the going back into time bit. I'm a sucker for anything like medieval fairy tale esque. And then got the 13th Ghost, which is supposed to finish out the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo. I don't think it did that well. Well, I like it personally, but a lot of people don't. They have issue with it for some reason. But I see you get Vincent Van Gogh and you get Flim Flam, and it's amazing, even if it's not really Vincent Price voicing him. Oh, and this one. This one, so the Gourmet Ghost. Okay. It was Christmas. And my brother said, I got you a movie you haven't seen yet. And I looked at him and I said, I've seen this movie. And he's like, dang it. We have Shaggy Showdown, another favorite of mine. And can we just, like, you have no idea. It's like whenever Shaggy has a relative or a cousin, they own a horse ranch. I'm not joking either. Like, there are 3 relatives, counting the one introduced in this movie. 3! One of which only appeared in the comics, but who cares? I actually own that comic book, but that's another story for another time. Then we have this one, which is a 4-pack of Pup Named Scooby-Doo episodes. Baby Scooby, as I used to call it when I was small. Baby Scooby. Let's see. And the last 2 we have today, this is going to be Scooby-Doo and Batman, Brave and the Bold. Not the first time they've teamed up with Batman, not the last time. They have an ongoing comic book series right now of Batman team-ups, and I am here for it. And then I have Ghosts on the Go. The only movie I don't have right now that I do own would be the one that my sister has, and it's a 3-pack. It's a triple feature. So it's the Monster of Mexico again, but it's also Pirates Ahoy and Camp Scare, which are the 2 reasons I bought that movie. But lately they have like these DVDs where they'll just release a bunch of Scooby-Doo movies onto one disc. Like a bunch. And I want to get some of those, but if I get some of those, where like I own this movie and this movie and this movie, and I only don't own one movie on this disc. But sometimes I want to own them. Just not more of a less shelf space thing. It's more of a that one movie compels me to own it, because there is a disc, I don't remember which one, that has Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost on it, which is one of those early Scooby-Doo movies. Like, it's the first 4. I own 2 of them. Zombie Island is the other one, which I don't like. Did I mention that already? But one day I will have a good. I love my Scooby-Doo movie collection. You know, I just realized I don't own Return to Zombie Island, which I actually did watch. I did like. People hated it because it was nothing like the original, but that is exactly why I like it. That is exactly why I like it, because I could sit there and watch it and not pee my pants. There was also a pretty good Wizard of Oz joke in there. But yeah, that is my Scooby Doo movie collection. Bye, guys.